Three-point play for Shaquille O'Neal. He has 24 points, 4 of 9 from the line. The game is tied at 86. Rudy Tomjanovich staying with Sam Cassell and Clyde Drexler in the backcourt. Chucky Brown, Robert Horry, Hakeem Olajuwon on the front line. Shot clock at 3. Olajuwon with the tip.
Oh, what a terrific job by Olajuwon to elude Brian Shaw, snake into the opening, and stay with that shot.
Rockets lead by 2. O'Neal tried the give and go. Grant could not get to it. Cassell does.
Too hot to handle. Hornets had a couple of those the other night. That was a rocket.
Come right back to Hakeem now.
Cassell using Olajuwon as the screen.
Brian Shaw doing a good job of shutting off the penetration of Cassell, forcing him into that tough shot.
Hardaway able to penetrate, could not hit.
Get the ball to Olajuwon.
And he is able to find ground. The basket won't count. Foul before the shot attempt.
Hakeem Olajuwon, shot clock winding down. Off the dribble drive, able to get by Shaq and get right through. He splits the double team, put that shot up. He knew he missed it, but usually the guy who knows he missed it knows where the ball's going to be. He stayed right there with the tap.
Foul on Dennis Scott is 5th. He'll sit down. Nick Anderson checks back in. The combination of Anderson and Scott have had a very long night. They've combined for only 4 of 20 from the field. Olajuwon to the deep fade and rebounded by Anderson. Rockets 88, Magic 86, just under 6 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. O'Neal again trying to get it to Grant, recovered though by Hardaway. And another deflection. So with 10 on the 24, Orlando will maintain possession.
How about Hakeem's quick hands to tap away the first pass? That is very difficult to block a pass from the center.
Well, in the first quarter, those passes were open, not being challenged. Now the Rockets very quick with their hands.
Shaw, that was a three-point attempt. Here's Drexler on the open floor. Drexler is stopped and fouled. Foul committed by Shaw.
Terrible shot by Brian Shaw. There was 10 seconds on the shot clock on the inbounds pass. But then Drexler will get that long rebound and just go at him. His step away from the hoop draws that blocking foul.
That's why Clyde Drexler is such a good open court player. He knew he was the only Rocket out there. He was going to challenge the defender. Got the ball right in the middle of the floor. Dropped his head, decided to attack the rim. And if nothing else, draw the foul on Shaw.
Clyde at the line is 4 of 6. An 82% free throw shooter during the regular season. Chucky Brown hears it from the crowd. He sits down, replaced by Charles Jones. Back in game 2 on Friday night, Clyde Drexler poured it on in the final 5.5 minutes, scoring 10 points down the stretch. And Clyde looking to open up a 4-point Houston lead. Foul on Jones, reaching in on Grant. It's a non-shooting foul. Jones called for his 4th. Rockets with 14 fouls. Magic over the limit with 5. O'Neal played by Jones. Anderson for 3. O'Neal with the tip. Drexler on the rebound. Again on the run. Drexler all the way. Setting up Horry, and he's fouled by Grant.
What a sequence by Clyde Drexler as Shaq was really hammering the offensive glass and battling the big men. The big guard, Clyde Drexler, peeling back in there to get this tough rebound in traffic and once again put extreme pressure on the transition defense of the Orlando Magic as Horry will go to the line.
And it was Horry who again ran by the three-point shooter. And then he just kept right on going. He earns a trip to the line.
Robert Horry is 4 of 5 at the line. Rockets lead by 4.
And this is when Penny Hardaway really has to assert himself, get involved. It's much more difficult for him to do it when he is playing at the off-guard position. Brian Shaw will have the ball most of the time, but Penny has to find a way.
Houston, 91. Orlando, 86. They approach 5 minutes to go in the fourth. They're standing here at the summit. Hardaway, played by Drexler. Anderson. Grant keeps it alive. Hardaway lost the break.
Hakeem on defense with the tap.
Olajuwon from Jones, who will not shoot. Popped it out. Olajuwon stopped by O'Neal. Hardaway with Horry back and foul. And Horry over to help up Hardaway.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal patrolling the lane in there, had Olajuwon at his mercy, falling back, a hard block in the shot, and what you might call normally a good foul by Robert Horry, but he's hitting himself in the head there, pointing to the clock, knowing, or the scoreboard, knowing that put the Rockets over the limit and into the penalty. He realized his mistake right away.
And Hardaway is 7 of 8 at the line. The Magic, notoriously a poor free throw shooting team in the fourth quarter. That goes right throughout the regular season and through the playoffs, although in the fourth quarter thus far, they've hit their free throws here tonight. 91-88. Rockets lead by 3. 4.5 remaining in the fourth.
Such a tendency to relax offensively. Now is the time to hammer down, push yourself through the fatigue. Drexler.
Hardaway gamble. Rockets could not take advantage.
Boy, it did not seem like a good gamble as he opened up a driving lane for Drexler, but the officials now are going to rule that attempted pass out to the wind by Clyde Drexler was deflected by the Orlando Magic.
Orlando, 3 timeouts, 3 and a 20 remaining as you take another look at the deflection. And Houston with 4 and a 20.
Well, Brian Hill did not see a deflection. Clyde Drexler thought he got fouled on the play.
Hardaway with the steal.
Terrific pick, Horace Grant in the backcourt.
Magic down by 3 points. Anderson. Anderson on the run. O'Neal could hold on. And again, Drexler out of the pack. Finds Ellie, and he's fouled. The foul on Anderson. The crowd looking for a flagrant foul. It's Rudy Tomjanovich brings him off the bench looking for the flagrant, but it will not be.
Well, what knocked this ball loose was Sam Cassell on a great dive to knock it free, and Drexler really pushing the ball out of the backcourt. Obviously, Mario Elie, who bumped knees with Shaquille O'Neal earlier in this ballgame, about 5 or 6 minutes ago, is okay and back in the game. A hard foul by Nick Anderson.
This is what we saw. This is what we saw in Game 6, San Antonio. Clyde Drexler, fourth quarter, just pushing that ball. Hannah talked at the start. Clyde Drexler, this is his championship.
Mario Elie with 14 points, and the Rockets lead by 5. The chant of defense from the crowd. And Hugh Evans with the whistle. Mario Elie appealing the play, but it's a hand check on Elie, and it's a 2-shot foul.
Oh, tentative whistle by Hugh Evans here on the hard drive by Penny Hardaway. I felt that Hugh Evans was going to call that foul right away. He hesitated, and then when Hardaway looked at him, he decided to blow the whistle. And an accurate call, as I should say, Mario Elie stuck his forearm in there hard to knock Hardaway off balance.
Orlando has gone 4 minutes without a field goal.
We have a timeout.
Timeout has been taken with 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And the Rockets up by 4.
You're watching NBC, the premier sports television network.
Vinny, this is your first time to an NBA final. Are you scared?
Kenny, if Houston double teams you, will you still be able to play?
Houston's known for their quickness. So is your team, Orlando. Will that eliminate speed as a factor in the series?
Vinny, when you played against Tim Hardaway, did it get confusing?
Houston's a different team than Orlando.